14 orders going out today. Carriers really let me down. I'm annoyed. Well, not massively so, but a bit frustrated by it. Cold day, snow everywhere, hence the wrap up warm. Saves turning on the heating, doesn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at some of these orders and then have a wee chat as we go along, yeah? Cool. Right, first up, we have 3 Terry Pratchett's. So I got a decent bundle of Terry Pratchett books a week or so ago, and we've got Monstrous Regiment, Night Watch, and Going Postal, all going out together for £10.49. Quite nice. Nice little normal order. Next one, a book on its own. Another Agatha Christie. Been going really well. If you find these nice new clean Agatha Christie books, pick them up. £6.99. That's obviously including postage. Next, had this for ages. David Niven. Was it Go Slowly, Come Back Quickly? Sold a couple of books by David Niven. You know, remember the actor. And this one has just gone now, so that was £7.24 all together. Yeah. Royal Mail. I'll be honest, I don't have many problems with Royal Mail. I get the occasional parcel doesn't get delivered and comes back, but this time around, this one here, it was only posted 6 days ago, about a week ago, and when I put it through, the tracking number didn't pull through on eBay, which I just discovered today when I went to check and see what happened to it when it came back. It appears that it's not even, there's been no attempt to actually get it delivered. It's gone to the local sorting office. They've sat on it for a couple of days and then they've just sent it straight back to me. So I don't know what happened, but I've messaged the buyer to say, look, it's come back to me. I'll send it back out today, first class, well, track 24, and hopefully they will get it tomorrow and it'll go through. So it's a bit annoying when that happens. Every Yodel, I try not to use them unless I've got no other options, because just such a high proportion, it could be 1-2% of anything that I send through them, possibly more, just vanishes. It doesn't get to the buyer, it never comes back to me. It takes weeks and weeks and weeks of to and fro to try and get a solution, and then when you put in a claim they say, oh sorry, you're out of time to put in a claim. I mean, they're ridiculous, so they're bad. I try and avoid them wherever possible. Might just be my luck, maybe they're brilliant for everyone else, but I do try and avoid them where possible at the moment. Stick to Royal Mail. The odd one will come back. I've never had any go completely missing with Royal Mail. They either get there or they get sent back to me, and it has just been, 2 or 3 over the period. But that one was a bit annoying because it looks like there's been no attempt to actually get it there. It has just been sent straight back to me, so frustrating. Anyway, more orders. What else we got? We've got Harry Potter, 3 Harry Potter books, Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, and A Chamber of Secrets, and the 3 of them went for £9.69. So some nice wee bundles heading out the door. One little lonely book all on its own, Bob Mortimer's The Satsuma Complex. I've had a few copies of this over the last few weeks, couple of months, and they seem to sell quite well. So again, if it's in good condition, he's popular. Look, it's got that lovely edging to it. Hardcover, paperback, they both seem to sell just as well as each other. So yeah, definitely want to pick up if you can get it for the right price, because that sold for £7.64, including postage. Next, big bundle. Actually 2 bundles of 5, but I've just realised they're bought by the same person, and it's a big stack of Julia Donaldson. So keep saying she's fantastic. Some Princess Mirabelle wee paperbacks, a couple of Lift the Flat books. There we go, we've got Postman Bear as well as Foxy Socks, and then just some of our standard books, Squash and a Squeeze, Snail and the Whale, What the Ladybird Heard, Tiddler, Night Monkey Day Monkey, and What the Ladybird Heard on Holiday. So 10 of them heading out, and that total was, putting the two of them together, about 25 quid. So that's quite nice for 10 books. Obviously it's a nice size sale for me, and somebody's still getting them for like £2.50ish each. So bargains for everyone. Right, next we have, so give me a wee second here. Oh yeah, couple of comments to reply to. Happy Times 88, you got your shout out and you've lived up to your name. Nice one. Woohoo. Somebody else asking, who was it? What have we got here? Darren McKenna, 6550. What do you use as a title for Chicklet? Well, first up, Chicklet, do not use that. That's just, it's offensive these days. It's best to avoid that if you can. Saying like, not really romance, but like women's interests, that kind of thing. About 80 of them and no idea how to advertise them. Women's fiction. I mean, that is as close to a genre category as you're going to get there. Women's fiction. Books that tend to have more interest to women, written by women. It's women's fiction. So that's the descriptor in the title that I would always use for those. So yeah, but don't use the CL phrase. That is not a good one these days. Anyway, next up, Three Karen Slaughter. So written by a woman, but not women's fiction. They're just thrillers. Three Karen Slaughter books went for £9.69. We got Coptown, False Witness, and The Silent Wife. So another £10-ish bundle. All good. Right, this one's a wee bit different. Flute Level Grade 1 exam pieces from 2022. So it's just a wee skinny book, but obviously if somebody is trying to learn how to play the flute, this is the kind of thing they're going to be looking for. That sold for £9.99, so a nice wee sale there. These types of books, if I see them and they're in that kind of pennies pile, I will always pick them up. Quite often they're £2-3 quid, but every now and again you get one that's worth a couple of quid more. So that was £6 plus postage, £9.99 altogether. So a nice wee sale and very easy to pack and post. Next, now I picked up quite a few of these months ago. Elizabeth George, crime thriller stories, Detective Lindley. So we've got The Punishment She Deserves, Something to Hide, and This Body of Death. I think they look like really nice books. The Detective Lindley, that's something that's a familiar name. I'm sure that there was TV programmes made out of it. They seem to be popular, but I think I've maybe sold one or two. But that's a bundle of 3 of them gone now for £9.99. So maybe there's something coming up that's going to give us a bit of a resurgence on Lizzie George books. We'll sit them there. Next, one from the last couple of weeks, The Hike by Lucy Clark. No idea what this is. I like the cover. It's obviously some sort of thriller. And when's it from? 2023, so it's a recent book. So I saw it, pretty good condition. Put it up, £4 plus postage, so that sold for £7.99. So again, not a bad wee individual sale. Next, I had this for a wee bit longer, but one of those rock and roll books. So A Charmed Rock and Roll Life, Robin Le Mesurier with Andy Merriman. A foreword by Sir Rod Stewart, who is so it's John Le Mesurier and Hattie Jack's boy. Who was he? Oh right, he played with lots of people. Rod Stewart, Johnny Halliday. So a bit of a session player. played in bands. But yeah, that has sold for £6.84. So again, rock and roll biographies, autobiographies, again, when I see them I pick them up. They do tend to sell, sometimes for decent money, sometimes for a couple of quid, but they will go out the door. Next up, from just the other day, Chieftain main battle tank, the Haze Manual. Unfortunately, it's not like a real Haze Manual that shows you exactly how to fix it, but quite interesting nonetheless. I think it's produced for the Tank Museum, and it's got a cover price because it's like one of these souvenir books that you buy of like 23 quid, but I sold it for £8.99. Really good condition. So yeah, another half decent sale. Was that another wee comment coming in? There we go. When you do a bulk listing, this is from Trotter 2099, how many books by each author do you tend to have before you do a variable bulk listing? So that's the, you know, the multi-listing ones. So if it was Michael Connolly, then you can put that on with variations. So you're selling Michael Connolly paperback, and the variations are different titles of the paperbacks. Normally, you want enough to give people a choice depending on whatever your offer is. So I put 2 offers out there. It's buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 3 get 2 free. So thinking, right, people want to be able to choose 5. To choose 5, there's got to be ones that they will want over other ones to have a choice. So from that point of view, normally about 12, I think, and this is just my opinion, 12 is kind of a good number for that type of offer where you're trying to do the, you know, sell 5 at a time, because then somebody can come in, buy 5, and there'll be 7 left, so somebody else can buy 5 too. So there's 2 sales within what you've got. Also, if it's an author that you're seeing quite regularly and you just start picking them up, but you know that you will get another 3, 4, 5, 6 repeatedly, you know, as it goes, then you could start with a smaller number, maybe 7 or 8, because you know you'll have more to add on and add on. If it's an author that you've seen once and you've picked up a stack of them, then you're probably looking for about a dozen, or just stick them on as a bundle of 5, 6, 7, 8 and see if people want to buy them that way. That's kind of how I approach it. I've got a few listings where there's been fewer titles and that to get it started, but now I tend to wait until I've got a good stack of them before I get that variations listing up and running. So I hope that's helpful. Next, I've only got a couple orders to go. Short one today. Lee Child, nice wee stack of Lee Child. So I haven't sold many Lee Child books lately because I haven't had many lately, but I picked up a good few the other day, so topped up that listing, and those 5 have sold for £13.74, including postage. Right, last one. Came in yesterday at 9 o'clock. Haven't had a sale since 9 o'clock last night. So that's like 12 hours without a sale. But that's eBay for you. We've got Romeo and Juliet, Oxford School Shakespeare. Sold a few of these. What more can you really say about it? It's a Shakespeare book. It's got a few study notes. And I'm assuming that it's good for when you is studying Romeo and Juliet, school, college, whatever. And that sold for £6.84. So, not a crazy day of sales. A nice wee volume of items going out, but £144. Third for eBay, third for the post office, 40-50 quid in profit, less cost of goods, packaging materials, etc. So not a mind-blowing day, but it keeps things ticking over. It's keeping that average daily sales value, excluding postage, at about £100 for the month so far, which is what I was getting before Christmas for quite a period. It was maybe kind of 85-90 a day back in November, so £100 a day so far this month, or about £97 to be honest. Quite happy with that. All it takes is a couple of big sales to, you know, bump that up over the month. Yeah, that's eBay. Right, that's all for today. Anybody's got any questions about anything that I might be able to, maybe not answer, but provide an opinion on, feel free to drop a comment. Love you. See ya. Bye.